Sambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheta Vibhakine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Gukaro Anthakaro Vairukarastan Nivartakaha Anthakara Nirodhitvad Gururitya Vidhiyate Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavathi Tamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Bhaja Govindam Bhaja Govindam Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate Samprapte Sannihite Kale Nahi Nahi Rakshati Dukrinkarane. Shloka number 16. Agre Vannihi Prishte Bhanu Ratrau Chubuka Samarpita Januhu Karatala Viksha Tarutala Vasaha Tadabina Munjatyasha Pashaha. Once more. Agni Vanni Agre Vannihi Prishte Bhanu Ratrau Chubuka Samarpita Januhu Karatala Viksha Tarutala Vasaha Tadabina Munjatyasha Pashaha. I have mentioned the meaning of the sloga a little bit. I will cover a little bit and I will go to the next sloga. Okay. Traditional teachers are the solution for the human remedy. Any remedy it may be. Traditional teachers, Sadguru, appropriate traditional teacher can direct you, can guide you, can help you, can support you, and he can make you yourself a solution for your own remedies. As we know from the Vedantic teachings, there is no directly reading some Upanishad or Prakarana Granthas to get the meaning of the topic. There is no directly reading the Upanishads or any Prakarana Granthas like this treatise of Adi Shankara. Based on the subject matter, he has given some insights regarding our dispassion towards the world, how to create dispassion towards the world. Some techniques and pointing out the defects of the attachments. He wants to make each and everybody to be free from the attachments of the material world. One thing is sure that without a traditional teacher, one cannot get a proper guidance in the life about the goal and to take the proper means to achieve the goal. You need a proper teacher. And how can I choose a proper teacher? We saw in the previous slogans, in the verse, there is no external indications for the traditional teachers. Only way to know whether a person is learned traditionally or whether a person is just blabbering certain words for their survival, only for the sake of belly, filling the belly. Uttara nimittam bahukrita vesham. How I can understand is only to listen the person for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and those words will be cooling myself. It will be showering the amritam, the nectar, to make me to see the right thing in my life. Those persons we can easily understand from their words. This is the only way. No other indications are given or marked by any other text in this tradition. So one needs to listen. Another thing is that some fallacies about the traditional teachers or some people who have taken to this pursuit of knowledge, still they can't develop the vairagya in their own life, a dispassion towards the things what they have gone through in their daily life or in their material life. Few people taken to the path of knowledge means I want to take sannyasa. I want to give up my worldly activities. I want to give up my material life. I want to give up my cats. I want to give up my luxurious dresses. I want to give up my flat and I will go to India or I will go to a traditional teacher and I will study under him. It will not work. This is not something overnight one can be a dispassionate. It's a process of several years. Very few people get dispassion in their life in one day or overnight. Very few, rarely it happens. All others should go through the process of getting dispassion or creating a vairagya inside the mind. The more you know the defects of the worldly things, more you will be away from the material things. We used to say, I didn't know this person is like that. After coming to contact with him, after coming closer to him only, I came to know this woman is like this man is like this. I don't want to be a friend of him or I don't want to be a friend of her because I didn't know that before. The more you come to know the defects of a thing, more you will be away from the thing. This is a common logic in this external world. So Vedanta is presenting the defects of the entire creation. If you are only having the external eyes, and if you are only having the perception of entire names and forms, then you are going to fall under as a prey, and a lot of pitfalls are there in our day-to-day life. Because names and forms cannot be a real thing in one's life. All the names and forms are having defect. They itself, they are actually mithya, something which is appearing in front of you, but never existed at any point of time. This is the definition of mithya. I will give the proper explanation in the right time. For the time being, in order to understand the intention of this shloka, you just understand every names and forms in this external world can only backfire you. They cannot make you happy. They can give you only sufferings, only pain, because any attachment in this world can only end up in a tragic end. No attachment will be happy in the end. Whether it is a husband-wife relationship, whether it is a boyfriend or a girlfriend relationship, whether it is a teacher-student relationship, whether it is a father-daughter relationship, any tightened bondage will end up in suffering. Any tightened bondage. We have to live in this world as a bird who is sitting or resting in a branch of a tree yet to break. The bird is aware of that. Again, I will repeat the resemblance. We should live in this world as a bird who is sitting in a branch of a tree, and the bird is aware of that this branch can break any time. If you are aware of that about the external world, you will be free. You think that everything will be always permanent. The happiness between father-daughter relationship, the happiness between wife-husband relationship, the happiness between teacher-student relationship, anything we just consider, we take it granted that this will be always in the world. Really speaking, world is not made to make you happy. You cannot demand happiness from the world. My guru always says the same words I want to tell you. World is not created to make you happy. And the people who are there inside the world are not meant to make you happy. They will not act, or they will not behave, or they will not live a life as you want. They will live a life as they want, which you can accept or you cannot, you don't want to accept. It's not a problem for them. If you accept, it's okay. If you don't accept also, they are going to live a life according to their wishes and desires. So knowing the reality, we should be keep away from all the people, all the things in the world. Even a newly bought TV can be a subject of suffering if that TV got damaged in the rain or storm or thunder. In the next day, you thought that this TV is going to make me happy. The next day itself, that TV got some issues due to the heavy thunderstorm in the night. Similarly, everything will backfire any moment, any time in this world. There is no particular time of anything which will make you suffer. If we come to know that this particular time, this thing is going to make you suffer, we will be aware of that. But the whole thing is filled with the suffering. Yehi samsparshaja bhogaha dukkhayonaya evate. 5th chapter, Bhagavad Gita. This sloga appears from the Bhagavan. Anything which you enjoy with the contact of senses is a subject of suffering. So any bondage in this world, one needs to think again and again and again, whether it is a food, whether it is a relationship, whether it is an insentient thing which is serving you like a pot, a cup, a car, building, etc. Anything, if you have a hard attachment, a strong, deep attachment towards anything, that is going to make you a lot to suffer. Knowing this reality, one should give up one's own desires in a proper way, or live in this world like a bird who is sitting in a branch, and the bird is aware of that branch, it is going to break anytime, and it can fly anytime, it will not fall down. So one needs to create the dispassion, seeing the all kinds of fallacies and defects in the material things. Day by day, we are seeing a lot of experience in our own lives, and also we have experience in others' life also. If you are an observing person, you will get the examples from the other's life. He has done this and he got a lesson, so I will not do. She done this and she got a big tragedy, so I will not do. This type of observing mind will be always safe. What is not to be done, they will not do. Even though you will have the pressure to do what is not to be done, because of the attachment towards certain things. Normally, people go along with their pressure. Whatever pressure they have inside the mind to enjoy, to buy, to do certain things, they go along with the pressure. But an intelligent person, watch his pressure. inside the mind. And compare about the other person who have fulfilled that pressure in this world. For example, narcotics. For example, multi-relationships. For example, drink. Anything end up in a big tragedy. But these are all pressure in the common world. Majority are under this pressure. They are happy with the multi-relationships even after getting married. They are enjoying the drinks daily. They are having narcotics. They want to do illegal things so that they can get lots and lots of money. All these pressures are there in this world for majority of the people who are living along with us. So we should think when an offer comes to me, hey, do you want to make some money? I will give you a way. You go to this country and meet this person, and he will give you a packet. And if you bring this packet here, and he will also give you a guidance how to bring this packet without having visible to the customs. Once you reach here, you will get this much amount of money. Will you do this? Simply sitting will not make any money. You do something, take risk. Then only life will get fulfilled, desires get fulfilled. Somehow this illegal person will motivate us. He is a wrong personality and I am in touch with this wrong personality and I get sleepless nights. Should I do or not do? It is, even though it is wrong, should I do or not do? Then one side of my mind says, you will get a lot of money if you do this, you do that. What is the point of sitting simply in the house? Take some risks. If the customers hold on me, oh, I will get in prison. No, I don't want to. Then again, the mind will say some indirect things. Hey, up to this, you never got by anybody in this world. Even now, you have done lot of things, illegal things in your office, illegal things to somebody. What is the point of getting fear of these things to do? You do that. One side of our mind say, this is called pressure. And I do something. If I do something going along with my pressure, I will end up in jail or in a tragedy. Because I have a pressure to acquire money to fulfill my unwanted desires. Really speaking, a person who is in tune with the dharma, a person who is free from pressures, they will have less desires. Of course, they want to eat some good tasty food. They want to live a proper simple life. They don't want to compare their lifestyle to another person. They live a proper life. And they will give up one set of desires which are not proper when you live in a society. Even though majority is under this pressure, everybody, if you ask, they want to enter into the movie. I want to be actor in the cinema so that I will get a lot of money and people will identify me. I will be famous and I can hold anybody's hands and I can walk in front of the person because I'm an actress or an actor. I can take any man, I can take any woman. Everybody is under this pressure, but they don't have idea of the downstreams of the movie world, you know. One of the worst area than a slum, movie world behind the screen, you know. Lot of tragedies happens for these people. Uncultured activities will go behind any movies, behind the screen. You have to compromise your culture. You have to compromise lots and lots of things. Only target you want to achieve money. Understand? So majority of the people are having lot of pressures and the people are behind that pressures, compromising their life, compromising their culture, compromising the lots of things, you know. So one need to generate the dispassion towards the material world and money, which is a drama, what people are doing without knowing the reality. I don't want to be one of them. So giving up the desires toward the external world and you come to the spiritual pursuit, it will work. If not, it will another tragedy. Oh, I am in an ashram or I am wearing now orange clothes. Still, I have certain desires which I cannot fulfill. Oh my God. This is another tragedy. You change your dress because you are in ashram, but you have some other pressures inside you to talk with opposite gender, to share your life with opposite gender, having some attachment with certain things which are prohibited in the ashram, but you have chosen a lifestyle due to the glory of the knowledge, but you didn't create the dispassion, then it will be another tragedy. The more you are dispassionate towards the world and discrimination you have generated in your life, more you are qualified to pursue this knowledge. Very, very few people do that. Or somebody entering to the pursuit of knowledge, one needs to cultivate the discrimination and the dispassion at least after entering into that. But a lot of people get into tragedies. And this sloka is talking about the tragedy of a person who have entered into this spiritual pursuit. He has given up everything. That is being told by this. Agre Vanni, he is sitting in front of the fire. In the night, once upon a time, in the Shankara's period, you don't have electricity. People used to put some fire before they before they sleep, because so animals will not come near to them. All the animals are afraid of fire. So when you lit a small fire on a log and you go to sleep, so animals will not come and bite you, or animals will not come near to you. So on the olden period, after giving up the pursuit of material world, you end up into the pursuit of knowledge, and you are walking through the forest, through the cities, through the villages, and there are places, because it is told that a parivrajakaha, this is the word, vrajati, to move around, parivrajakaha, and another name for the sadhu. A parivrajakaha, a person who is matured and came out of attachment of anything in the world. He don't have any attachment towards the external world. That person will only stay for 3 days in every village. Even if you give the best dosha in the world and tell him, we will provide the best dosha round of here, you stay here, you don't move around. Still the parivrajaka will move around. After 3 days, he will go into another village. After going 3 days, he will move from another place. So only 3 days he will have the mind to stay in one place, because he don't want to generate any attachment towards any worldly things or worldly people. You don't want to get any attachment to anybody. Whether it is dosha, whether it is a good person to doing seva, you don't want a disciple or you don't want a wife along with him. So he will walk away after every 3 days. This is called parivrajakaha, a person who moves around, so that everybody can enjoy his culture and teachings all around the world. You move on, moves and moves every day, and give some classes wherever you stay, wherever you reach, and make others informed. If you don't go, how they will get the knowledge? How they will get some benefit from you? So when you go to certain places and see somebody and talk something, and they will get some light inside them, I am having a right person in front of me. which I am searching all my life. I can talk to him. I can see my solution. So they will talk to him. They will find out their solution, and a problem which was staying in his life for 12 years or 13 years gets solved because of your presence and because of your advice. Many people get benefited when you go around. So a parivrajakaha, a person who moves around after having dispassion, creating dispassion towards the material world, he give up everything. So he don't have house. He just have a fire in front of him. So agre vannihi. In that night, he will have in the a fire, and prishte banuhu. In the daytime, he will have only sun as a homote, who is the protector, caretaker. Sun is the caretaker of this guy. And in the night, fire is the caretaker of this guy. Then he don't have anything valuables to carry along with him, because he have given up everything. In the olden days, there is no electricity. What is the point of talking about mobiles and laptops and etc. etc.? Understand? You have your knowledge, what you have studied from the Guru. Say a person who didn't create enough dispassion towards the world, get into this lifestyle of sannyasa, pariprajaha. We used to say when we disagree with the family members, I am going outside this house. I am going to take sannyasa and ashram. Enough of household life. People used to say this, They think that taking a sannyasa life will be more easier in their life. This is the most hardest time in your life. If you go to an ashram and surviving there, lot of people who are having different pressures will be there, and they will also fight with you. Ashram is not a place to live with a lot of peace and happiness. No. Ashram is the best place for all kinds of politics nowadays. So don't say even one time in the house, I am going to ashram to live alone. Enough of family. All these nasty things happening daily in our life. Don't say that, because ashram is more worse than your family or the disagreements, what's going on in the family. No. But on that time, people will become parivrajaka. They don't hold any valuable thing. They just walk away from the house. And in front of the fire, Shubhuka Samarpita Bhanu, keeping the hands like this and resting the hands on your knees in front of the fire, thinking certain things, what is gone beyond, what is yet to come, what is happening. Pattern of thoughts are different. Oh, I have done this, I have done this, I have done this, I have experienced that, I have gone through that. This set of thoughts, pattern of thoughts which are gone beyond in my life. Oh, I have friend, I was having a relationship with this woman, I am having relationship with that person, I have enjoyed this ice cream, I have enjoyed these dishes. These are kind of gone beyond thoughts. Nothing to do with that rubbish. Once you put something in the basket, you don't go and see again and again, okay? Don't make your mind a waste basket again and again. You have thrown that in the rubbish. Experience are just dumb. Only lessons are valuable. You don't think of your worst experience daily in your life. You have put in the basket. You have good things now. At least this teaching is there in your life. All other things you can keep as a waste thing. At least this teaching is going on in our life. Something more and more clarity in our life. What to do, what not to do, how to deal the life, how to deal the situation, how to deal the problem. Something very good is happening. You have to think a lot. Even one class, will give a lot of points which you have to think again and again. And Vinaya ji is recording the whole topic. Whenever there is a need, you ask her humbly and she can give to you. That will become a solution in your life whenever you listen. Understand? So, this person is sitting in front of the fire, resting his hand in the knee and keeping the hands in the chin and thinking about the thoughts yet to come. What is the really speaking? Sadhu have only present tense. The future, when it comes, it's okay. The past, it is gone. There is no past, there is no future for a real a person, an intelligent person. The more you think about the future, you more get disturbed. Because your plan is smaller than the plan of Lord, and you don't know that. When your plans didn't work properly, you become desperate. You become tired. You become moved out. You are under pressure. Your plan is smaller. Lord has planned something big for a person who is in the pursuit of knowledge and you don't have idea. What is the point of planning lots and lots of things for the future? I want to make an institution. I want to teach a lot of people. Give up all this pressure. Make yourself a role model for others. People will come to you just as bees coming towards a fragrant flower. You be a fragrant flower, studying lot of materials you accumulate from different people. Study whenever you get a chance. And you become equipped. People will come because of your tapas, because of your effort, what you have done in one thing. The laws of karma will make others to come to you, to reach you. The more you are equipped with the things, more people will come to fetch that. If you are not equipped, you will have the pressure, I have to do this, I have to do a mission. Real sadhus are not interested to make a mission, ashram, or this, that, all this politics, everything, If it happens, let it happen. See, making an ashram is not a pressure of sadhu, really. It should be a mission for the people or the society so that they can keep a sadhu and learn their traditional teachings. It's not your pressure. You need not to make a pressure that I should make an institution to teach people. If they are aware of your knowledge, let they make you and let they keep you. What is the point of, oh, I want to go to teach in Germany. Oh, in the Germany, people are waiting for you, correct? They are interested in your Atma Jnana. You study yourself. You revel on your own knowledge. And sometimes in your life, a person from Germany will come to study you. And he want to take this knowledge and give to somebody who is there in Germany, maybe at least his family. And he make an arrangement to go to Germany. You don't keep a pressure to go into US. You don't keep a pressure to go to Germany to give this knowledge or to expose your things. No. Just relax, No need to worry about any pressure, anything to start. So real person who is intelligent will not have the pressure of future. And lazy people also will have the same attitude. They don't have any pressure to have the future. That is out of ignorance. You are out of intelligence. You don't have sankalpa due to intelligence or maturity. That person is ignorant about what to do, what not to do, how I can plan, how I can manage. He don't have any idea except his idli is what to eat in the morning. No other idea. So he will not plan anything. If you ask, I don't know anything what to do in the morning. Why? He don't have a proper plan because he didn't study or he don't want to use his brain to go to human goal. They are ordinary people. Most of the people are just working on food, dress, and house, sex and sleep. This will be the main target. No other target in their life. And this will not contribute anything really in their life. At least they have to think, what is my goal? Should I ask somebody? Their goal is that to make a house, to make some good food, to get some dress, celebrate, and that's all. That will not work, really speaking. We cannot be an ordinary person after coming to this pursuit of Bhaja Govindam. But here, this fellow, without creating lot of discrimination or dispassion in this life, sitting in front of the fire, giving up all his first material pursuit, and resting in the night. And how he will eat? Karatala Bhiksha. Agre Vannihi Prishte Banu Ratrau Chimuka Samarpida Banu. And how he is taking the Bhiksha. Even in the olden time, the Parivrajaka even don't carry a vessel, only Kamandalu with filled with water. When they get food, Karatalam. This is Karam, palm. Talam is the surface of the palm. They eat the food with the hands. This is their plate. Eat Karatala Bhiksha. Even they are not an owner of one single plate. Have you ever seen some sadhus in the tradition eating? You have to see golden plate, golden tumbler, golden spoon, golden rudraksha, golden bang, golden malas, golden earrings, golden throne, and the silky orange clothes and everything, just luxurious exhibition. If you talk something, you feel the shallowness inside the person. It's all just to want to collect some money from the society and to live a luxurious life. You will waste your time if you go to that type of people. That's why I told you traditional teachers are very, very rare to appear in your life. If you are more blessed, you will be in tune with the right person. If you are having some baba, you will end up your life with the wrong personalities and you will not get the knowledge and you will be wasting the time. I am not against of using the bangle, gold or anything. You enjoy your life, no problem. You enjoy. As long as, even though they are not there, you should have the same level of happiness. You create that type of maturity. I am happy with all these things. If once in my life, if I want to give up, still the same happiness I will maintain. That is called maturity. Somebody's presence or somebody's absence will not become a suffering for you. You love them with a full heart and give them freedom to do what they want to do. If they want to stay with you, if they want to use you, if they want to be connected with you, you give them freedom. At the same time, if they want to go somewhere, giving up to you, give the freedom because you love them. This is the proper love. When you love somebody, you give the total freedom for them. Let them live what they want. You don't keep an eye behind them, what they are doing and everything. That's the pressure, Most of the people, this is my husband. This is my wife. And I should control him. I should control her. You cannot do this. You cannot do that. You cannot go with him. You cannot do. If they are doing something wrong, they will end up in tragedy. If they are doing something good, they will be blessed with Mahalakshmi. You don't keep an eye on them. Really speaking, you are living in Kali Yuga. You are living in 2022. You don't be a dummy to keep inside the museum. Okay? You give total freedom, whether it is a house and husband-wife relationship, whether it is a father-boy relationship. You just give the advice and give the freedom because you love them. If you do this, you are going to end up in a tragedy. I will not come. That's all. The more mature you are, more you will be free from the bondages restricting your mind. An intelligent person will manipulate the mind A dull wit will manipulate the world. A yoga person will manipulate the mind and body. At the same time, a lazy person, a dull wit, who will not fit for the spiritual world, who is an ordinary person, will try to manipulate others for their survival. Really speaking, we manipulate our mind with this knowledge. Connect the knowledge, observe the mind on the knowledge, and give freedom for others. You are free. When you give freedom for others, you are free. You don't think about that person, what he is doing, what she is doing. She is doing something wrong. He doing something wrong. He's studying. He is in his room, or he's doing job. Why he is so late from the job, from his company? He's going roaming with somebody. Give up all the things. If they roam, that's their problem. It's not my problem. I am free. So, what I want to tell you, be an intelligent and discriminate person, at least after listening Bhaja Govindam. You have a lot of things from this topic of Bhaja Govindam. Then here it is told, this guy doesn't have even a plate. He used to take his bhiksha in the karatalam, in the surface of the palm, and he will ask, Bhavati bhiksham dehi. May you give bhiksha, Bhavati bhiksham dehi, in the house, and he eat bhiksha. Karatala bhiksha and Tarutala Vasaha. Where is his house? Luxurious house is under the tree. Tarutala Vasaha. A big tree is his luxurious house. Keeping his clothes himself there and just to sleep. And in the morning, you wake up and go to a snanam and go to bhiksha and do your primary things to be done with your body, washing, brushing, whatever it may be. And study this knowledge or chant some prayers and do some bhiksha and vaka, parivrajaha. This was the routine of a sadhu after getting the knowledge. But this sadhu, there are people, even though they do all these primary activities, one major defect they hold. What is that major defect? Tadabina munja yasha pashaha. They didn't give up the bundle of desires which they are carrying as a pet inside their mind. All the desires are there. In this contemporary world, you meet certain people in your life. Some sadhus are always busy with the mobile phone, I am not against a mobile. It's a very good thing in your life. But it's not something proper to use all the time. Even in the japa time, they cannot tolerate 1 hour to sit in the temple. Somebody will call and I should go. That call you have to avoid. Oh, no, somebody is in hospital. So what you are going to do? Are you Hanuman taking Mrityunjaya for the Amrita Sanjeevani for them? You are right in front of the temple. Pray to that Lord. Because they will call from hospital. As though he is Hanuman to carry Mrityunjaya, Amrita Sanjeevani for them, the medicine. So when I see all these things, I will tell them, go and call outside, keep switch off the phone, or you stay outside the temple, because you are a nuisance for the temple, correct? You cannot switch off the phone even you are listening, means you are a disturbed person. I say that. You be free. Whether it is a WhatsApp message, whether it is somebody died, somebody is an accident, you don't care about that. You are achieving something what is good for your life. In between, nobody can be an obstacle. Understand? Something very important. Not every time to carry in the pocket, and even a sadhu, they can carry and everything. I don't believe on them. Nothing cannot be a bondage for you, because we have role models right in front of them. Here, coming to the shloka, they sleep under a tree, Tarudala Vasaha, Karatala Vikshaha, take food without even a vessel. only a single rope around them, and they don't have proper house. They believe Agni and they believe sun as their protector. Still, they didn't do the proper thing. One major defect being carrying by them. But bundle of disease are there still in the mind, even though he lives a sadhu's life. Appearing as a mendicant and carrying a lot of material disease is a big issue. In the third chapter of Bhagavad Gita, this person is called Mithyacharasa Uchyate. Manasa Smaran Indriyani Samyamya. Saha Mithyacharaha iti Uchyate. Seventh shloka. Third chapter, I think. Mudaha. Want to enjoy and know the fallacies and tragedies and give up that and come to this pursuit. Once you appear as a traditional person and you have some issues, means it will not work. Small defects we accept. Big, when the person is more matured, small defects we accept. I will tell one story from Bhagavat. Parikshit, Lord Krishna's nephew, was hunting. On that time, kings used to hunt monthly. And he went on hunting animals. And while running behind a wild boar, he was taken away from the mass, the soldiers. And he became alone and he ran behind the wild boar in order to catch that wild boar. At last, he became alone in the forest. And he is a bit thirsty because of the scorching sun. And he was searching for some water around. And he saw one sadhu is sitting on meditation. And he went to that sadhu. Hare sadhu, namaste, pranam. Can you give some water for me? But this sadhu didn't open the eyes because his meditation was so intense. He didn't listen any words, any name, any. Again he asked, hey, I'm the king. I'm the nephew of Lord Krishna. I'm asking you some water and you can't open your eyes. That much meditation you are doing. Atiti, I am right now, and you are disrespecting me. What tradition you are following by meditation? Just done a lot of words. Still, this sadhu is simply doing meditation. Plus, he became angry. He wanted to do some offense towards him. He saw a dead snake near to his ashram. Just he took the dead snake and wore as a garland for the rishi. You are you are now is like a dead snake. You cannot listen anything. You are just wasting your life in this world. You cannot even fulfill the ritual of an atiti. What to talk? You are like a dead snake. And he went away. The rishi's name was Shamikaha. And Rishi had a son called Shringi who went for fetch some water in the lake. Meanwhile, this boy came, Shringi came, and he got some dirty smell, rotten smell, and he was looking, my God, father is wearing a deadly snake and it's rotten, my God. And he took away the snake and put outside. And because of this brahmacharya, what the things happened, he realized. A king came, asked some water to his father, or maybe his teacher. And he was unaware of that because of the intensive meditation. And he disrespected, dishonored the rishi. Shringi became very angry. Somebody has done something to his guru or his teacher or father, which is an undesirable act, an unprecedented act. You have to wear garland for the sadhus and you give very good food and very good dakshina and everything, and you have to take care of them. Instead of them, you humiliated a sadhu when he's meditating. Shringi became very angry, very, very angry. And he is a pakka brahmachari. Just he given the curse. Whoever have done this rotten act to my father, that person should be killed by the world #1 poisonous snake in a week. A curse given. Whoever done this towards my father, that person should be killed by the most venomous snake in the world. That's all. After this, Shamika Rishi opened his eyes, and he saw his in a crucial situation. His son is staying with an ice in a tempered way, and he saw a dead snake is there, and the water pot of water which is inside the pot is also not inside the ashram, just in near to him. So he asked, what happened? What is that? Then this brahmachari explained all the things to Father. Listen, this happened, and you are unaware of the things what happened. Oh, what you have done for that? I cursed that guy. Let him die within a week with the same snake in the world. Then the Shamika Rishi became little bit uncomfortable. He told Shringi, please sit here. People who are having well status in the society, people who are kings, people who are learned, people who are more intelligent than ordinary people, they will carry small defects in their life. But you should ignore that mistakes because they are doing something good for the society and people. As a king, he was taking care of the whole humanity in that country. And he has good abilities, capacities in him, with him. He's a nephew of Lord Krishna. Because he's a well-learned person also. And he have a status, good status in the society because he's a king. This type of higher personalities who command respect, bigger people in the society, or a learned person in the society who don't do some himsa in the society, they may have small defects, you ignore them. You just see their good qualities and you don't see that. This should be our attitude. To the Shringi he told, but Shringi was a brahmachari, and whatever curse he has done, it happened, and thus Bhagavata have been delivered by Shuka to Parikshit. This is how Bhagavat is there in front of us. Fine. Let's keep the story aside and come to the moral of the story. We should be also like that, when you love somebody with a lot of respect and a person who is very intelligent, when a person is holding a higher status in the society, or a big rich person who have a lot of abilities, they will have small defects. You just ignore them, love them. At least you don't blame on them. In their personality, there will be some small defects or black marks. You don't see that. Okay. It will be helpful and healthier in a relationship. But in the pursuit of knowledge, Shankara says that we keeping all kinds of desires in the mind and coming to the pursuit of knowledge and want to become a sadhu life or ashram life will attract more and more sufferings and pain inside. I cannot enjoy also, and I wear orange and people are enjoying. I cannot go to a movie. I cannot eat an ice cream because I am wearing a sadhu orange. People will laugh at me. So one need to be matured before coming to the pursuit of knowledge, or after coming to the pursuit of knowledge, one need to follow that. At least one needs to equip the resources. You have to, that prerequisites, you have to earn it. That's why three types of sannyasa are there. Vidyut sannyasa. After getting the knowledge, one can take to the life of spirituality. Or vividisha sannyasa. In order to get the knowledge and the prerequisites, one entered into the pursuit of knowledge. And abhat sannyasa. When you are going to die, a person is going to die, you give some diksha and make him sannyasi. Because when you give up the body in the form of a sannyasin, it will go to a higher range this way. So, vividisha sannyasa, without knowing anything, you enter into an ashram or you went to a guru. You start to get the prerequisites in your life. Okay. So there are even three types of sannyasa itself. The point is here, generate the dispassion towards the world. If not, the person who has a lot of bondages and lot of attraction or lot of fallacies towards the external world will be in trouble all the life. Wherever they go, the pressures will make them to fall under some tragedies. This is the intention of this shloka. Tadapina munjat yasha pashaha. Now I will read the next slogan and I will give the explanation in the next class. Okay. Kurute Ganga Sagara Gamanam Vratapali Palanamathavadanam Jnana Vihina Sarvamatena Muktim na Bhajati Janmashatena Bhaja Govindam Bhaja Govindam Govindam Bhaja Mudamate Samprapte Sannihite Kale Nahi Nahi Rakshadidu Krinkarane Om Purnamata Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. See all of you in the next class, next Saturday. Okay?
Thank you, Swamiji.
Hari Om Swamiji.